Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So we're pretty much still in this channel. Let me just get to a weekly so you can see what I'm talking about. So we're still very much in the weekly channel. A bit of confusion at the moment. We are at a pretty big level. If you look at the weekly charts here, you can see lots of support here at 35,484. Oscillators are not giving us anything on the weekly. We are pointing to the downside, so nothing exciting. I'd love to see a grouping like this on the weekly because that would get me excited for a long-term trade. But anyway, that's not the case at the moment. The case at the moment is we've had a strong move up on the 8 hour. We've broken above the moving averages. And remember, what we're looking for now is we're looking for price to stay above the 155. And when the oscillators cross like this, it is an indication that we have a second leg moving to the upside. So this is very, very well poised at the moment, probably more poised than the S&P at the moment. And this year, it's been pretty interesting to see that the Dow Jones and the S&P sometimes deviate in the direction that they are going. They eventually catch up, but one of them is typically normally earlier than the other one. So this is a very interesting setup, to say the least, especially because it's happening on the 8 hour and it is also happening on the 3 hour. You can see there was our break of the 155 and our crossover. Price moved, came back to test that area, and we've got an inside bar. So typically when we see an inside bar, I'm looking for another signal, and don't have an example here because that's kind of a V reversal here. But typically what you're looking for is, okay, so here's a good example. There's an inside bar, there's an engulfing bar there, but here's my second move down and my second signal. That's typically what I'm looking for from an inside bar or an engulfing bar. Pin bars are sometimes worth the risk just to take the trade on the single pin bar. You can see there's a single pin bar there. We'll move to the upside. But sometimes you get 2 or 3 pin bars, and that's even a stronger signal. But anyway, we are in amongst the moving averages. Oscillators are grouped to the downside. We've got diversions on the 3 hour, all poised for some sort of a move to the upside. So just getting down to the 1 hour. And before we get to the levels, if you're still watching, I really appreciate a like or a comment, or preferably both. Just say how's it. It helped me grow the channel and helped me get to more people, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. Anyway, we have once that we've broken the structure as solid as what we broke it on the S&P. I think the S&P was a little bit more volatile yesterday, but that's the structure there. You can see that was a support. It's a big head and shoulders. We've broken, we're testing, we're on it. So 35,624. And then obviously we've got this massive weekly level at 35,484 where prices bounced off. So for me at the moment, this is sideways. We need to be very, very cautious of trying to chase shorts at the moment, but you also need to be cautious of trying to jump in long right now. So I'm just going to pop down to the 15-minute because that's probably going to be the way to do this. So first things first, on the 15-minute yesterday, and hindsight always a perfect science, you can see rejection of the 155 EMA, nice opportunity for a short. There's a range bar rejection of the 155 EMA, another opportunity for a short. So at the moment, we are in amongst the moving averages, but look how they're starting to close up. And this is typical of when the Feds are talking. So the moving averages will sort of come together. If you're looking at the Bollinger Band will start squeezing and come together, and you're waiting for the noise, and the market will react to the noise one way or the other. I suspect it's going to react up. It could be bad enough noise to drive it below the support at 35,484. That's my line in the sand that I'm looking for. But at the moment, there's nothing really here worth trading. Funny enough, the S&P's got a setup that looks like it's got a little short scalp set up there. But for me, the Dow doesn't have anything just this yet. But it is poised for a bigger move as far as I'm concerned, with this little flag to the upside. So yeah, that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. We're going to have to wait and see what happens with this 35,484 area. If we can hold above it, then you're looking for a potential flag break, and then this move that we had here is what you're looking to extend. Well, you'd probably be capped by 36,578, which is the top of the channel. So for me at the moment, sit quietly, wait for the noise this afternoon, and after that, have a look to see if there's an opportunity to get in on whatever direction it's going. If we do start moving to the downside, I suspect we'll move down to the bottom of the channel. We'll close this gap, and a pretty big move anyway. Yeah, you're going to have a stop, 450 point stop area for 1,200 point potential gain. So yeah, all worth waiting for at the moment, but not worth jumping in just yet. Hope it helps, and we will catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.